¿Qué pasa, amigos? My name is Ash, and today I want to talk about why I believe this next generation of Sony and Microsoft consoles will be the industry's final generation. The two popular console producing companies are currently working on their respective next generation consoles as we speak. Not a ton is known about either console, but we can expect more news out of both companies in the coming months, including price, full specs, as well as a release date among its features and mechanics it plans to implement. As of now, we won't see either console until fall of next year at the earliest, with the PS5 possibly releasing a bit later, with a 2021 release window seeming possible for now. But like I've stated, I truly believe that the PS5 and the Xbox Infinite? I don't know, anyway, they will probably be the last ever generation of consoles the gaming world will ever receive. But Ash, why would you say this? We love consoles, and the drama the console war uses to fuel the fanboy armies. And I'm right there with you. I've always been a console fanboy. I had PS2 and PS3 before transitioning to the 360 and now the Xbox One. I'm not making this prediction because I despise consoles. I say it because of where I see the industry going, and right now it's really moving towards the future with a quicker and quicker pace. Over the last few months, we have been flooded with tons of crazy gaming news that has really catapulted the gaming industry forward. And it all started with the flood that is the cloud gaming movement. We went from trickles of updates to a full-blown tsunami of companies dipping their hands into the cloud gaming honeypot. And a gold honeypot it will surely be. This is where I see the future of gaming going, and I'm surely not alone in this opinion. Not only will cloud gaming be a major player in the gaming world starting later this year, but gaming companies have been laying the groundwork for this digital takeover for years now. And as of late, the digital push has intensified. Over the years, it was clear to the major gaming companies that a digital future was inevitable, and they have been forging a path towards that future. But for most of the current generation's lifespan, the digital future hasn't quite taken shape, with Xbox's Project xCloud stuttering and failing to take flight, as well as the digital marketplace not quite taking over as many thought it would have. But in the last few years, everything has started to come together as a growing infrastructure, as well as a growing consumer confidence in the digital space has given the all-digital push the lift it needs. But has the digital space really exploded like the market thinks it has? On average, 75% of a AAA title's sales are physical copies, meaning only 25% are digitally purchased within the designated stores like Steam or the Xbox or PS4 online stores. And outside of Steam, it's far cheaper to buy games in their physical forms. Once done with a physical game, you can trade it in for store credit or even cash, getting a return on that initial investment you placed into that game. In my experience, there are also significant price differences between a store like GameStop and the Xbox digital store. For example, if I, for some ungodly reason, wanted to buy COD World War II, I could either get it from GameStop for the current price of $9.99 or buy it from the Xbox store, which, oh, by the way, won't sell you the regular game, but will only offer you the deluxe or gold editions costing you $60 or $30 respectively. Prices like this are found all over these digital stores, as for whatever reason they can't compete with the resale business model that GameStop type stores run. So short of going all digital and sinking an entire multi-billion-dollar corporation that employs over 50,000 people, what can be done about this digital boycott we are still seeing to this day? In addition to that, with seemingly such small numbers for digital sales, why did Xbox feel the need to pull the trigger on an all-digital Xbox One? In my opinion, I think they recognize the numbers and the currently unnecessary need for an all-digital console. However, I see this as an attempt to transition the community into the digital age by providing a sleek end-of-generation console that is meant to expose us to this new type of hardware. This may be especially true after we found out that the newest generation of Xboxes would feature two different models at launch. Among other features, one of the main attractions may be a next generation version of the recently released all-digital Xbox One S that is under the codename Lockhart. But with all of those questions still needing answers, the digital wave is still pushing ahead, and one of the largest forces helping to create this massive wave is the recent movement in the realm of cloud gaming. With basically every major company jumping into the cloud gaming ring, this will surely be a major factor in the death of the in-home console. For those who don't know, cloud gaming is basically a game streaming service that will essentially act like the Netflix of gaming. Players will subscribe to one or a few different services, and depending on that service's model, players will either have unlimited access for a monthly fee or will have free access to a library in which you purchase the games individually. Companies like Google, Sony, and Microsoft are all producing these types of services, and the amount of money being poured into them almost ensures the success of these types of services. But why will this kill the consoles? Won't you still need to play those stream games on a console with a controller and a headset? Well, yes and no. The point of cloud gaming is that the game will be run in the cloud, meaning a console isn't needed to power or run the games. With that being said, players will still need a device to stream those games onto, but something like an iPad, PC, or tablet will do. So in a future where cloud gaming rules, buying a dedicated gaming device will not be necessary, which is another reason why I feel the next generation of consoles will flourish to start, but later in the generation's lifespan, it will most likely become obsolete. As far as the additional accessories go, we still aren't quite sure. As for now, the only dedicated accessory we've seen is from Google's streaming service Stadia, and they will surely release a plethora of other accessories like mics and rechargeable battery packs as well. And assuming Sony and Microsoft survive to see the all-digital future, they will likely carry over their controllers and accessories to fit with the world of game streaming. It won't be a massive change to start, and even more products will most likely come out of this digital age. But cloud gaming is the future for gaming, and we are on a clear path towards it as we speak. These streaming services will likely take the place of our beloved consoles, and that is a bittersweet feeling for me and probably most of you, as the cloud gaming services will save the producers and consumers money, time, and valuable resources. The gaming industry will be further streamlined and optimized to fit the needs of the community and the individual all at once. No more will massive $500 consoles hold back those less fortunate or those less inclined to spend near thousands of dollars on a hobby. Not only is it $500 for a console, but $60 per game, $50 for a good gaming headset, then money for other things like batteries or other accessories. Streamlining the hobby for the public will introduce it to so many more people and make it financially viable for so many more. I feel this upcoming generation will ultimately serve as a transition into the age of digital gaming. It will help smooth out the edges and fix the kinks, while the full brunt of the community isn't purely relying on it. Each generation is expected to last about 10 years, at least that's what they used to say. This current generation will only end up lasting 7 years, and as technology advances faster and faster, that number will likely shrink. So when this upcoming generation comes to a close in the year 2027, the gaming technology we will have access to will be incredibly complex and shockingly affordable for most people. Instead of the classic in-home console, every gamer in the world will be pulling their favorite titles off of their game streaming service of choice. And at that time, the consoles will be dead. The console war over, but a new war will inevitably arise, and fanboys will be created, all in the name of their favorite cloud gaming service. Anyway, that will do it for this video. Make sure you hit like, click or tap that subscribe button to become the heart of this gaming channel, and be a part of the conversation in the comments below by telling everyone how you feel about any and all of today's information. And for more gaming analysis, news, reviews, and opinions, stay here on Ash Heart. And as always, thanks for watching.